what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the movie Annabelle Comes Home. Now this is the third film in the Annabelle spin-off series of the Conjuring films, Plus this is overall the seventh film in the overall Conjuring Universe series, Now so far, like I have been saying before, the Annabelle films are the ones that I really have been preferring. I know a lot of people haven't, or a lot of the fans just prefer like the Conjuring films. They're not too big on the Annabelle films, or like the Nun and so on. A lot of them aren't too big on those. They just prefer the Conjuring films. But I myself have been actually enjoying the other Annabelle films, and even this one turned out to be pretty entertaining too. I do feel like it was like the weakest one of the three, but I still found this one to be entertaining, Now you still have Patrick Wilson. He returns to his role, and Vera Farmiga, they both return to their roles of the Warrens, Julie Warren and not Julie Warren, Ed Warren and Lorraine Warren. Now their screen time in this film is kind of limited, but they are in the film, and it's basically about the Annabelle doll, which is in their house and it has been freed and unlocked from its case, So like the Annabelle doll supposedly draws all these evil spirits, So on this one night, like all these evil things are going on within their house while the Warrens are not there, So it is a pretty good, enjoyable film, It's kind of cool getting like a look at their actual house with the Annabelle doll in it, Now you also have in the film like I guess you could say the main protagonist of the film, if you don't count the Warrens, is their actual daughter known as Julie Warren, and she's played by McKenna Davis. And you also have like her friend that is actually like babysitting her, and I think her name was known as Mary Ellen, and she's played by Madison Eisman. Now this film is directed by Gary, I think Doberman, I think that's how you pronounce it. And I guess you could say one of the characters in the film is actually the one that actually frees like the Annabelle doll from out her case, and that's why all these things go on within that Warren's house, And I think that character was Daniela Rios, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And she plays by Katie Sarifi, I think that's how you pronounce it. She's like in the film too. Then there's also like I guess you could say kind of like a love interest, like a boy, that's like the boyfriend of one of the characters in the film too. I think his name was known as Bob, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what they call him, Bobby, yeah. And I think he's played by Michael Cimini, I think that's how you pronounce it. Now those are only about the only few characters within the film. Then you have like the Annabelle girl too as well. Actually, she really looked like an Annabelle like creation. The girl Samara Lee, I think that's her name. She actually returns to play that role in certain spots, Now you get to see various like different things in the Conjuring Universe brought to life. You see like that samurai warrior looking thing brought to life, certain things. And this is all because of Annabelle, I'm not going to get into it too much because it kind of spoil the film, And the usual like Annabelle stuff that beats like in her films actually shows up in this film too as well, It does feel very similar to those other films. It has like a nice mood and atmospheric feel to it, which is cool, But at the same time, it's like the threat, at times you feel like the threat wasn't really that serious, even though they could be killed, But at the same time, the threat really wasn't that serious. It's like the evil spirits or the ghosts, whatever you want to call them, are just basically terrorizing them for this one night, But in the end, Annabelle Comes Home. I thought this was pretty, it was still pretty entertaining. I still felt this was like the weakest one of the Annabelle films, Because I thought the other two, like Annabelle Creation, just Annabelle, I thought both of those were better than this, But I thought this one was still like pretty entertaining too as well, So in the end, Annabelle Comes Home, I'm giving this a B-. Now I definitely recommend this for fans of like the Annabelle films or the Conjuring film series, like the main Conjuring films, being that you do have the Warrens in this film too as well, so I definitely recommend it for that crowd, So I'm giving Annabelle Comes Home, I'm giving this a B-. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.